we all get off on that, right, and we let them all go. Listen, no, if we fucking come across you in any other way, fashion, or we find out to do, yeah, they're all like, listen, sounds. So took into consideration what he said about us, man, all that. Because, you know, people do carry on like that, they do carry on like that, you know what I mean, they do carry on like that. So, it all goes back to ours and all that, right, so sitting there, and I'm like, yeah, he's all staying, like, yeah, so then Robbie comes back, and I'm like, what's happening? He's like, what's happening? So he's like, what are you doing then? He went, lad, I'm staying. So Levy's like, what are you on about? I said, no, lad. So I'm like, he's right, lad, he's right. So we're all back, so we're all in the same gaff, so we were all in my gaff and that. So there's me, Robbie, Levy, Tosh and Chris, right? So we all just had a little fucking brandy stripe, you know, get to the early hours in the morning, we're all just talking about what we're doing. I need to make a plan up, right, because we're top of the whiteboard. So Levy's like, lad, just go all in, we'll do. I'm like, lad, listen, that's not the way. Got a bit of a plan. He's like, what's the plan? I said, car robbers. I said, noodles. He went, what do you mean? I said, noodles. I said, get on noodles, lad. Get on your kids. He's like, what for? I said, lad, we need an M5. We need a black M5. He's going, where are you going with this? I said, lad, just we need a black M5 because I've got a plan, right? I've got a plan now. The only problem is, right, I know some kids got naps, right? I know some lad got naps, right? And I know he's brown bread, but no one else knows. So I mean, and I wasn't there. It was nothing to do with me, but I just know the people who did it. It was someone else. So I know he's gone, and I know he's not going to get found, right? So before he starts like getting like this was less than a week ago, right? And he was like a loner. Everyone hates him, so he's got no like. There'd be no one who's asked about him. Do you know what I mean? And he was a bit of a rat. I think he was in let's just say I think he was, you know, a bit of a nab on to something like that. He's done something, whatever. I don't know the ins and outs of it, but people who've done it, they're just like angry dads. They weren't like, they're not like proper like totally in the game, but they've got collude with other people in the game, so they've helped them or whatever. It's only ins and outs. I'm not going to talk about it like that, but I've got a plan in my head, right? And I'm just tick. So I thought, I'm going to sleep on this, right? I'm going to sleep on it. So I go to bed. I just move these off with a fucking bit of lemon and a brandy and all that. Moves off, leaves them to and all that. So next morning, gets up. It's by 11 o'clock, and my mate's phoning me. And I'm like, shit, I forgot about it. I said, So I said to Lev, do me a favour. He went, what? I said, go and do something for me. He went, yeah, let me take your car. I said, no. I said, you're not taking my car. He went, why? I said, lad, use your car. He's like, why? I said, lad, you know fucking why? He's going, no, lad, you're just parrot. I'm like, lad, your car's better at present moment for what's going on and all that. He's going, yeah. I said, yeah. So Robbie, Tosh and Chris, they're like, yeah, we'll come with you as well. And I'm like, what are you all going for? They're like, lad, you know, something to do, whatever. And then you can drop me off for hours, we'll all get changed, whatever. I'm like, get a shower. He's like, what about the clothes, lads? I'm like, lad, go, lash your pair of shorts on. They're like, nah. So what I mean, we've got to do something, got to do this, see me, baby. So I'm like, all right, Chad. I'm like, well, as soon as you've been there, come back. They're like, all right, sound. So they all get off on that, right? And I'm just sitting there, right? And the person who they're going to see, I don't even know where this come from, you know. It was like someone just stuck a light on. And I was thinking, no way. They know them brothers. So I don't know where the mates or not, but I know they know them. And after what's gone on with Lev and that other brother, shit. So I'm trying to phone Lev, his phone's off. So I'm trying to phone all them straight to the answer machine, and I'm like, what the fuck? Now where they were going, it was out the way. So I know quite well that the signal's shit there, but for everyone's phone, but they're all on Vodafone, because I got them the phones, do you know what I mean? No, like the Persies, I got them all, and in a black name, do you know what I mean? So they're all on the same network, which just bites us in the ass now, right? So I'm thinking, nah. So I phoned the lads who they're going to see. I said, what time have they been there? And he's like, no. And you know what? I don't know whether it was just me, but I just felt like something was a bit moody right now. I don't know what, but oh my God, get on this, right? So an hour's gone past, can't get hold of him. 2 hours gone past, can't get hold of him. 3 hours gone past, can't get hold of him. And now I can't get hold of the lad neither. And I'm just thinking, what's happened there? I just started knowing sickly gut feelings, mate. A sickly gut feeling. But there's 4 of them, and they're all game. Do you know what I mean? Now, they haven't got nothing on them. They haven't got naughties on them and that. Whether Levy's got a blade or something's another matter, do you know what I mean? But probably has, do you know what I mean? But they haven't got naughties on them, I know they haven't. What's happening here? So then it gets to the point where I'm like, you know what, something's not right here, something's not right. Next thing I get a phone call. Lad, have you know what's out? No, lad, they've all been shot. What do you mean they've all been shot? Lad, Levy, Robbie, Tosh and Chris, lad, they're all brown bread. Lad, they're all, they got four. I'm like, what the fuck are you on about? What are you, lad, on a country, lad, how do you fucking know? Lad, because everyone fucking knows, lad, except you. What do you mean? When was this happen? Lad, about an hour and a half ago. Lad, and I'm like, what do you mean? He went phone such and such, he knows. So I'm like, how does he know? So this is me head's gone, I'm fucking devils, I don't know what's happening here. I'm thinking, you are fucking messing you. So I always say to Levy, right, lad, when you're driving the car, drive with your windows up. He's like, why, lad, because you're driving around with your windows down, lad, fucking tuned and all that, thinking you're on one. Lads, we got that car especially for that reason. Oh my God, listen to me now, he's been caught slipping and they've been with him. Mate, my old firm's dead, my old firm's fucking dead. So I phoned the lad up who was supposed to have information. What happened? He went, lad, he said, I don't know who's done it. He said, but they've all gone, mate, they've all gone. And I went, what you fucking mean? What you mean? So that's me all in on my own, yeah, all in, and I mean all in, right? So I phones the stash, I'm like, lad, get me 2 pieces here now. He's like, go on, side. So he said, so lucky over there, I've got the 2 pieces right. And do you know what? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go do the brother, I'm going to go do Aiden, and I'm just going to go do everyone. I'm going to go do like the kids who they went to see. I'm going to try and do it all in one night, right? It's a bit of a big fucking mission, like, but I can't risk getting nicked. Now, if I get nicked for it, I'll do myself, I'll kill myself, yeah, because they're not catching me, mate. I'm not going to jail. This is me now. This is the end of it. This is the end of the road. I know what it is. I've come to terms with it. I have. This is it. This is the end of it. Because I can't carry on without them. I'll be dead in a fucking week without them. 1,000,000%, I will. There's no way I won't. Every single person, if they know that that's what's going on now, I will be dead in a week. Listen to me, I'll be dead in a week. There's no chance, there's not. You know what I mean? My gaff's probably on the way now. Do you know what I mean? Listen to me, you think I'm messing around? I'm not messing around, right? As soon as the firm falls, right? As soon as the firm falls, there's only me left. The money that other firm can take in our place, and this, that. There'll be people coming through me gaff trying to rob me. Where's your stashes? Where's your stash? 1,000,000% right? 1,000,000%. What am I going to do if 6 kids just burst through my gaff? It's hard to get in, but you know, you can sit me off. That means they can never go out again. I can't do this, I can't do that. My head's gone. I'm going to have to go and absolutely nip it in the bud and just try and show people that it doesn't matter about them. Yeah, I stand alone, mate. I stand alone and I'll go all in myself, right? So now I'm one man. So I'm like, no way, no. So I'm just plotting. Another hour and a half goes past. Next thing my phone rings. It's Robbie's phone. And I'm thinking, what? I answer it. Robbie's like, what's that, lad? I'm like, what do you mean? And he goes, lad, he goes, I said, where's Lev? He goes, lad, his bastards out here, yeah. I'm like, where are you? He's like, I'm walking through fields and that. What do you mean? He went, lad, you're not going to believe what's happened. I said, I know what's happened. He said, I've got soldiers killed. He went, killed. Levy's laughing, going, lad, you saved our life and you weren't even here. And I'm like, what the fuck's that? Listen, it's like I'm talking to ghosts. I'm like, what's happening here? I said, where's Levy, what? He went, lad, he said they had the windows up. I always tell to keep the windows up, right? That's, listen, his Bentley's got bulletproof windows and that. Paid extra for it, you know what I mean? We paid extra for it for that reason, right? So these stupid bastards have let off at the car and haven't got on it for some reason. I don't know how. They must have just been in a haze, so he's like, just let shots off and fucking bailed and all that, so he... Levy said, lad, I was laughing at him through the window. Hey, what do you mean? He said, I'm going to be bulletproof, you soft cunts. He said, lad, he was letting off through the window, nothing happened. Then he just bailed. And I'm like, so what do you do? He went, like, that's a fucking bay in the car. Said, Chris, the petty station, he got petty in a little can and all that, bought a can, come back, we melted the car. Car's just gone, lad. Car's just on a field, gone somewhere. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, do you know what, lad, we can use this to our advantage. No way. No way. Don't tell no one, none. All you get a man as soon as you can. All you get a man. Like, come on, sir. Lad, come and get us. I'm like, nah, we're eyes now. Such. Like, phone a taxi, you fucking boff. He's like, it's all right. I'm like, yeah. I said, yeah, I'll phone you a taxi off my phone. Where about I? Such. Yeah, go in that booze and have a bevy, yeah. Go in that booze and have a bevy, and I'll phone you a taxi that booze now, yeah. They haven't done nothing wrong. I mean, they're the victims and all this, right? So, oh my God, listen to me now. The game has changed. The game has changed. Everyone thinks that they're all brown bread, but they're not. Think about what we can do now. So we're all sitting around a big table, right? Brandy stripe, right? And I phoned an estate agency we're working with, you know what I mean? We just pay him off, he does whatever we do. He has the phone, like, what's that, mate? He's like, what's that, mate? He said, you still working? I was just about to leave. I said, lad, I need you to do me a favour. He went, what? I said, have you got the houses in Knightsbridge? He went, Knightsbridge? He went, yeah, there is a couple. I said, yeah, have a look. I said, what's the longest one that's been empty for? He said, there's one that's been empty for about 8 months here. I said, lad, here's what I need you to do. I need you to put it in this name and said this name. And as I said this name, everyone just looked at me. Putting this name has always been renting it for 6 months. He's like, go on, son. I was like, can you do it? Yeah, he went, I can sort it all out. He said, I'm in on my own anyway, I'll sort it all for you now. I'm like, yeah, go on, son. I said, when can I get the keys? He's like, such. I said, all right. I said, I'll get someone to bring you them doors down. I said, how much you want? He's like, such. I said, go on, son, it's there for you, yeah. I've said to Robbie, lad, go and get the key, go in my car and get the keys off him. He's like, go on, son. So he's going to get these keys for this house, right? And this house is in Knightsbridge. Here's me plan. Levy, get onto Spackle, get onto Noodles, right? I've already been on them, I've spoken to before, yeah, M5, yeah. Do you know where one is, lad? They're going to get it tonight. Yeah, it is right. Get it. And bring it as soon as you can. Like, all right, son, where's it going? Lads, this postcode, so I've given the postcode for this Knightsbridge, parking up the path there, because I've had a look at the house on fucking Google and all that. Now, there is a little bit of a trace there. The trace could be that the house is on Google for rent and all that, but it could just be a clerical error, do you know what I mean? We can sort it, the estate deal sort it all that. Oh no, that's gone, that was just a mistake, we left it up by accident, yeah. So, hopefully what's going to happen now is, we're going to have this house around that area, right, where the people died off the tablets and all that, and we're going to have an M5 up the path, right? Think about it. Plod have only got me with an M5. So here's where my plan unfolds, right? We've got to move fast, but we need Noodles to get this car. So we're just sitting there saying, I can't do nothing until Noodles gets this car, because the car is the key. The car is the key to it, because that's what they've got on us, you know what I mean? Now, I don't know how this is going to pan out, but in my head, it's fucking genius, right? We need to get the two brothers and Aiden to this house. How are we going to do it? We're going to do it by force, aren't we? Right, so they think everyone's dead. They'll be in on it. Aiden will be on it. Defo, the twins will. Well, the fucking brothers. They'll be in on it, right? So I need to lure them. I need to lure them to this house, right? And have them waiting in this house. And when they come in, yeah, we'll just do them all, right? We'll do them all. Burn the house, burn the car. Sounds, it was them. We'll leave evidence, so we'll do something so that it puts them to the scene and all that. And my mate, the contact there, so I phoned him, I'm like, what's that? He goes, lad, what the fuck's happening? I said, what you mean? He's like, what's that? So he says something unrelated. I thought he was going to say that there or then. I said, have you got any more than tablets? He went, yeah. I said, they're belters. They was how many have you got? He said, about 5,000. I said, yeah, bring me 5,000. He went, when? I said, now. He's like, I'll be about 1.5. I was like, go on, bring me 5,000 of them tablets tonight, and then don't tell no one. He's like, all right, sound. So if I can get these tablets, put them in this place with these people, and that car burnt out, what's it going to look like? It's going to look like that, innit? That's what it's going to look like, innit? But how are we going to do it? We're going to have to burst Aiden's gaff, right? Here's the plan. Burst Aiden's gaff. Get him, piece in his mouth, whatever. Where's the formula? Get the fucking formula. Get the formula, yeah. And then leave the formula in his house, right? Leave the formula in his house. Nap him, take him to this other house, tell him to phone them and tell them to get down there and have them lying in wait. So then if we've got the tablets with them and the formula in Aiden's house, Plod's going to go to his gaff anyway, aren't they? We'll do some sort of plug up, you know what I mean? Ta-da! Yeah, but will it pan out? Who knows? But we've got to move fast though before, because otherwise people will be watching the news like, hang on a minute, I thought they were brown bread, no one said no, it's not a news, but they are high profile, so it might not be the news. So I reckon we've got about 4 days tops, yeah? Listen to me now. We are coming in heavy. So time's getting on. Robbie's back, he's got the keys for his gaff and all that, right? And we're waiting on Noodles and all that. So Noodles has said he's going to go tonight to get the car and all that with tobacco. So we need that to happen. So we're just waiting there. So we're on the Bradley Stripe at the big table, all of us now. You know, it's Robbie's like, put some tunes on, you know, let's lighten the mood and all that, because it was a bit intense, you know, the atmosphere was a bit intense, you know what I mean? And Levy, like, he's not really saying nothing, he's just like, take quiet for once. I'm like, what's wrong with you? He's like, nothing. He said, lad, my life flashed before my eyes. I said, what do you mean? He went, lad, I forgot it was bulletproof windows. He said, lad, I fucking parcelled. I said, you ran him? He went, no. I said, why? He went, I don't know, lad. I said, lad, you froze, didn't you? He went, no. He said, I never froze, lad. He said, I just like, I don't know, lad. He went, I don't know, lad. He said, I've never experienced that before. I said, because no one's ever come in like that before. I said, so you were in a position that you've never been in. I said, see what I mean, lad? I said, people will do you, lad. He's going, I know, you've said that along. I said, lad, you're bouncing around thinking you're on one that much. Lad, someone will do you, mate. I said, who the fuck are these hitmen? We need to find out who these hitmen are anyway. He's going, lads, wait till I get my hands on them. I'm like, I know, lad, I know, but, you know, you need to learn off, you need to grow off it, lad, you know what I mean? You're younger than me, lad. I've been telling this all along, lad. Lad, you told me not to get bulletproof windows on the car because it was too much extra dough. Yeah, lads, think about it. That's what saved your lives. He went, I know. He said, lad, I wanted the M5 as well. I said, lad, the M5, you would have been dead because my windows aren't bulletproof, do you know what I mean? I said, you would have been dead, lad. He's like, I know. I said, all these would have been. And he went, what was you thinking? I said, I just told you, I've got all their tackle. And he was going to, you're a rat. You're a fucking rat. You was as well, weren't you? But I weren't. I was fucking wounded, so but I'm not letting him sit. I said, well, lad, what do you want me to do, lad? I just told you, I've smashed it here. He's going, lad, you was as well. He's going, you're a fucking rat, lad. He's going, lad, so that means if I'm dead, you're a rat. I said, nah, you're mad, lad. I'm going all in. He went, you haven't even got pieces. I said, you wasn't, lad. Ta-ta! And he went, what? I said, lad, I was ready to go all in. He's going, lad. He's going, you was as well. I said, fucking right I was, lad. I said, the fucking right I was. I said, you're mad, lad. Did you meet boys, lad? He's like, and he's going, it's right. So he's all like calm and lightens up in a bit now, like. And Robbie's got the tunes going down there. Chris is just like, he doesn't know. Chris is fucked, and he, do you know what I mean? And Tosh is just like, everyone calms down, do you know what I mean? And we're just partying, right? So I'm at the big table, and these are all just bouncing around the gaff, stripe, doing this, doing that, like having a laugh with and all that. And you know, sometimes when you take a step back, right, I was just writing shit down, and I looked up, right, and I looked at them for them, right, and I just thought, so what I love all these, you know, I would have been, mate, it could have been a different story, this, right? This has all happened in a day, you know, this has all happened in a day. Now, organised crime means it's organised gangs and firms means it's organised, right? Now, was they organised? Yeah, they was organised, because they had hitmen on the scene, they knew what was going on, they knew what car, do you know what I mean? Well, they don't know what car, but it's fucking red gives it away anyway, so they knew what they were looking for, either either been a Urus, an M3, an M5, they had like a list of what it could have been, do you know what I mean? And they knew where we were going. They knew where the drop was. So it must be something to do with the lad who we were going to see. Yeah, and you know what? I got caught slipping there, and me slipping like that when I didn't realise they used to do with them could have cost them their lives. I'm supposed to be the leader, I'm supposed to be in charge, but they're not on that. They're not on that. I'm not going to say nothing about it, but do you know what I mean? It was a fucking, could have been a fatal error that. But things went right, and the things that went right is why everyone's lived and why everyone's alive and why we're going to pull this off. Listen, I know we're going to pull this off because we're organised. So I've already got the keys to this gaff in fucking Knightsbridge, right? I've already got the car covered. As soon as that lands, we are good to go. We're good to go, right? And these all think they're dead. So I was thinking, leave the equations, leave the formula in his house. But no, what I'll do is I'll leave it in the car and we won't burn the car out. We'll wipe the car down, but we won't burn it out, you know, the ringer. So that's what we'll do. We'll just leave it in there in the glove so it's easy to find. Simple as that. Simple as that, yeah. Take fella's talk, a few tablets with it. See you later, mate. They're brown bread. Burn them all. Burn the gaff. And then we'll move it on their graft anyway. Do you know what I mean? Now, it does sound a bit mad in that, but we've got ghosts, mate. I've got ghosts. I've got lads who are absolute killers, mate, who are standing in me gaff, right? Who, you know, that our firm, that the killers, doesn't matter how you look at it, the killers, Levy's a serial killer. Do you know what I mean? But there's not the people who didn't deserve it. But he's a serial killer, and that's that. Do you know what I mean? He's got a heavy body count, mate. He's just unsolved because he's on it. Do you see what I'm saying? There's loads of people like that. And it's going to work out. I can feel it's going to work out and that. So let's see what happens. So time's going on. Time, gets to like 4:30 in the morning. Spacco phones me. I'm like, what time? He goes, yeah, I've got the card there. I said, yeah. I said, right, sit on it. I said, plates, we've got plates already. He said, we've got plates earlier on today. So I have it, yeah. I said, all right, sit on the car. Don't move it tonight because it's too late. And get it at 10 o'clock in the morning to that gaff for me. He's like, go on, sound, mate, sound. Sounds, we're all in. Right, listen, I'm going to bed. It's fucking bells. We've got to get up early. Everyone's doing what you're doing. Yeah, I'm going to bed. So goes back upstairs, right? And got a brandy and stripes and all that, and just had a shower, you know what I mean, just sitting in a pair of shorts, and I just thinking, wow, what has happened today? Every day is different, anything can happen at any time, do you know what I mean? And I've got this plan in my head, and I feel like it's going to come off, because it's not flawless, but no one's expecting it, but how are we going to go to his gaff, nap him, and then, do you know what I mean? I don't know what I'm going to do, because I was thinking, well, what I might do, I might phone him, and be like, oh, listen, all the lads are dead now, listen, can I work with you, you know, proper, like, be like a little humble twat like that, but we need the formula. So I'm going to speak to these in the morning when we get up and all that, we'll have brekkie and all that, and we'll talk about how we're going to do it, but we're going to move tomorrow night on it, right, because we've got the pieces in ours anyway, we've got the pieces, so, you know, we're all in army, get a plate there, we'll just do what we're doing, it is what it is. Let's see how this unfolds, but listen to me now, this is going to unfold heavy. Do you know what? I slept like a baby, woke up in the morning, right, just like, yeah, so get another shower now, because if it's summer, you know, it's hot and all shit like that, horrible. Gets a shower and all that, goes downstairs, right, and they've all just been there all ready, they brought clothes with them, they've been and got changed and all this, that. So Levy's still in bed, right, so I'm like, shave his legs, Robbie's like, nah, I'm not, you? I'm like, oh, fuck it, goes in, Levy's proper snoring, Levy! He's like, what? I said, your fucking teeth are on fire. He goes, what? And licks his teeth. What are you getting on about, lad? So he gets up and all, says, yeah, breakfast. Like, are you making us? Like, what? I'll make everyone breakfast. So in the kitchen, everyone's at the big table. I'm just cooking scran and all that, right? And my scrans are heavy, you know, self-proclaimed heavy scrans, you know what I mean? So this and the scrans, I'm like, right, here's the plan, here's what we're going to do. We're going to have to burst his gaff. And make sure we know where this formula is, or whatever, yeah, and then we're going to put the formula in the glove with the M5 with some of these tablets, yeah. He's like, all right, sounds. So like, I said, fuck, the tablets, we haven't got the tablet. So I phoned the contact, I'm like, lad, what happened to you? He's like, oh, lad, sorry, like, there was somewhere. I said, when you fucking tell me, I know what, I forgot about him, it was a key important thing, I forgot about him. I'm like, all right, well, what, have you got them? He went, yeah. He said, well, what? He went, I'll be up soon, lads, I said, where are you, lad, I'll be half an hour. I said, lads, what are you up, lads? I've got someone waiting. He's like, all right, come on, sound. So we're eating our brekkie and all that, half an hour and like 45 minutes goes past the phone. He's like, yeah, I'm on the way now, I'll be like 2 minutes. Like, go on, I'm like, all you bail now, take your plates, and knives and forks and things. What do you mean, lad? What, I haven't set these fucking F5 brekkies on my own, have I? Go. So they all runs upstairs and all that, right, with all the scrans and the fucking knives and forks and cups and all that. I'm wiping up dead quick, so it's like, just my mind, you know what I mean? What have you been doing? I'll just eat me brekkie. So he comes in, I'm like, what time, lad? Like, what time? He said, what are you up to? He said, just having brekkie, lad, don't need dead quiet, dead calm and all that. Said, tablets, went, yeah. I said, yeah, that's all. I was like, go on, sound. I said, don't tell no one. What do you mean? I said, don't tell no one, lad. He's like, what? He went, I told you they were them fucking dodgy tainted ones. I said, I know, lad, I know. I said, I got them checked and all that. I said, they were sound. I said, no, not to do you. So there's the motive gone of why we've done them. Do you know what I mean? But he's like, my contact, he's sounds and all that, but I don't know, I'm starting not to trust people who are in my outer circle a little bit, you know what I mean? So he gets off and all that day, come back down, I'm like, yeah, I did, tablets, I've got the tablets. So we got times of these tablets, right? So far, so good. So far, so good. We're on a roll, aren't we? We're on a roll. So wait for it, just sits off and all that. So stop sniffing, stops having a brandy now round about 4 o'clock, right? I'm like, we're moving tonight at 10 bells, that's what we're doing. It's like, go on, sound. So I said, yeah, let's just make sure something. Phone's in. I'm like, what's happening, mate? He's like, hello, mate. I said, what's up with you? He's like, no, lad, no, are you all right? I said, no. I said, a bit of bad news, lad. He went, what? I said, I think fucking Levy and I were in a car crash, lad. He went, a car crash? I went, yeah. He went, are you all right? And he fucking knows, I know he knows, right? But he's like, he's probably doubting me now, because why have I said car crash? There's nothing on the news and all that, so I don't know. Something's happened, I don't know what's happened, mate, I don't know, but I haven't heard nothing off them, you know, just like probably like humble himself. I'm like, do you know what, lad, I'm going to have to fucking, I'm not going to last on my own. He's like, yeah, I know you're not, lad. Oh, little rat. I know you're not, lad. He's like, I know you're not, lad. You know, like as if he, you little fucking rat. Watch what I was doing then. So I'm like, yeah. I said, any chance I can come see you later? I've got a bit of a plan. He's like, what time? I said, there's just 8 o'clock at him. He went, no. He said, well, if you wait till about 9, half 9, he said, my bird's going somewhere. I'll just be in the house on my own. Sounds a little ming. We said 10 anyway, didn't we? I said, all right, what about 10? He's like, go on, sound, yeah, sound, mate. I said, all right. He went, I'll be on my own, lad. He said, just me and you, we'll have a little chat and all that. Sound, because I've humbled myself now. I've humbled myself now, do you know what I mean? So, it is what it is. He now thinks he's in charge, and, you know, does he know I know? Probably, do you know, but he's probably thinking he's partial, yeah, Scousers partial there, you know what I mean? So it is what it is. So we're just sitting there, time comes and all that. So I'm like, come here, let's go. So we took 2 cars, right? I'm in one car, I'm in my car. Now, as you'd expect, right, I'm not going in there like some muppet on my own, do you know what I mean? I've got a Glock, mate, I've got a Glock. I've got a Hugo Boss tracky top on, and I've got a Glock in my pocket, right? I've got a Glock in my pocket. So my hands on the trigger all the time, or every time, right? So we get there and all that, right? So they parked the Urus, they were in the Urus, right? We get there, I walk around. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to try and leave the latch on. You know, as you come in, he'll walk in, he'll open the door, I'll walk in. Now, if he closed the door, he closed the door, do you know what I mean? But it's not, is it? But just take the fucking door off, mate, right now. I've got a funny feeling that these brothers are going to be in there, right? I've got a funny feeling. So I'm straight happy, mate. I hope they are. If they are, I'm going to do them straight away, do you know what I mean? Now, remember, picture the scene, right? So I knocks the door, he opens the door. Now I've got my hand in my pocket, right? I've got the safety off with a full clip, and I've got a Glock in my pocket, right? Listen to me. It is what it is, do you know what I mean? It is what it is. So he walks in, I'm like, what's that? He's like, you're all right. As I walks in, he locks the door and then locks it with the key as well. But these brothers are here, defo. I know for a fact they are, these are defo in there, right? So as he walks in, he's like, yeah, after you. I said, no, after you, it's your house. So as he walks in, right, you can't hear him saying something, but I can imagine him to just be like, you know, like, whatever, some sort of scene and all that. So I'm, fuck you, mate. I'm ready, mate. I'm ready. I know he hasn't got none on him because he's only got shorts and a t-shirt on. I can see his waistline. He has got none on him. So he might have something round him, but he hasn't got nothing on him. So I'm staying behind him just in case he starts opening up on me as soon as I walk in. Now, that's not normally what you do. They're probably going to try and nat me, rat me, this, that. As I walks in, right, listen to this. It's fucking amateurs, right? I can see crutches. And I know that kid just being fucking stabbed up by Lev. So I know they're in there. Sound, that's all right. So all right. It is what it is, right? Walks in, and they're both sitting on the couch. I went, what's happening? So one of them's like, what's happening, lads? He goes, what are you up to, lads? I said, what happens to you, mate? He goes, what happens to me? He said, you fucking know. And they're all dead aggressive and all that, because they think everyone's brown bread. So Aiden's sort of half turned a little bit as well, but he hasn't said no. So I'm watching Aiden's hands, and I'm watching them, right? And I'm thinking, he's got something behind that cushion there, because he had a cushion, you know, like on the couch with him. I thought he has 1,000,000% got a piece behind that cushion there. So I've got him locked in, mate. He's locked in and doesn't even know he's locked in, right? So I'm just starting to be like, listen, lad, I said, you deserved it. He went, was that you? I said, you know, I said it was Levy, lad. I said, what, you're not going to do nothing about it, you fat divvy. The lad grabs the cushion, moves, starts going, bam, 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 bam. Pair the twins and the fucking brothers there, just night. Next thing, the back door goes through. Levy, Tosh, Robbie and Chris run in, and Aiden just goes, I'm like, you fucking little muppet, what's happening? So these two just brown bread, right? And Levy's like, lad, that's 2 on you. Just say calm as a cucumber, do you know what? I'm like, shut the door. So where's the formula? He went, what formula? He's gone, bang it with the piece. Levy's going, lad, I will fucking kill Brad. What should I do to you now? I don't like you. He's going, yeah, it's there. So he gets this formula, right? And it's like only a piece of paper. It's only a small formula. It's fucking none. I said, write that out again. He's like, what? I said, write it out again, another piece of paper. So he's writing it out again, same man writing all right. So we've left one there. right? And we've got one for the car now, haven't we? Yeah, now we've got the keys to this gaff at Knightsbridge, and we need to get in there. I'm like, you're coming with us, lad. He's like, what? I said, you're coming with us, lad. He's going, where's all your swag, lad? Where's your pie, lad? He's going, hey, because I was like, lad, listen to me now, we'll take you and we will fucking proper torture you. Where's your gaff? Where's your pie? He's like, such and such. He's like, phone him and tell him someone's coming to pick it all up now. He's like, what? He said, phone him and tell him someone's picking it up now. So he phones him, right, and we're listening to him and all that, you know what I mean? And the lad's like, yeah, no problem, lad, no problem. I'm like, ask him who's you. He's like, I'm just on my own, lad, on my own. He said, you got pieces? He went, no. I said, sounds. He's only a little muppet, you know what I mean? Just like a little proper stash house and all that. So I said to Robbie and Chris, do you want to go and do that? Like, come on, sounds. So Robbie and Chris, they gets off, goes to this gaff, and they're going to take the fucking pie, right? So me, Levy and Tosh, we've got him. I'm like, get here, you, get him, you. Just wraps him up, takes him outside, bang, get in the boot, you fucking little rat. So he's just out in the boot, wrapped up, see you later. Yeah, let's go. Gets off to Knightsbridge. About an hour, maybe a bit over an hour's drive, do you know what I mean? Flying, just flying. Right now, that is risky now, because we're pieced up and now. We've got some fucking divvy in the boot, and there's 2 kids brown bread in his house. So if we get nicked now, we are fucked, mate. But we are in an M5. We have got a full tank of petty, and we have got no boundaries. Do you know what I mean? So anyway, all cool, everything's sound, and that gets this gaffer and Knightsbridge and all that. And the M5's there, parked up, listen, exactly the same car. Sound different, red, same car. Love it, mate, love it, right? Goes in this gaff and all that. Now, the gaff, it was a nice gaff, mate, it was a nice gaff, you know. I don't know why the fuck that hadn't been rented out, but it was a nice gaff, mate. It looked all right and that, for what it was, you know what I mean? Walks in, sits him down, wrap him, wake him up, bam. He was like stumbling out the boot, you know what I mean? And Levy's just hitting him. He just keeps hitting him anyway. Sits him down, that wraps him and all that. But then we come prepared with everything we needed, fucking all kinds. He's got on his right. So I'm like, yeah. So then Chris phones me. I'm like, what's happening? He goes, lad. I'm like, why? He goes, lad, he fucking smashed it. I said, yeah. I said, what did you do? He said, never done nothing, lad. I said, what did he see? And he went, no. He said, lad, as soon as you open the door, just fucking boot the door, put him out, lad. He just chucked the lot, leave him. That's it, gone. I said, did you do anything? He went, no, just left him, lad. That's it. See you later, mate. That's it. I said, yeah. I said, what's in there? He's going, lad, all kinds. There's fucking all kinds. I'm like, yeah. I said, it's always like, lad, there's at least 150 bag here. I'm like, yeah, all right, not bad. I said, how many boxes not? So I'm just talking to him. And this kid's like, just like half listening to me. We've got all your shit, mate. We've got all your shit, you know what I mean? So we've got the formula. Now, them brothers are night, right? Them brothers are night. So what we need to do now is, we're going to have to do you, mate. We're going to have to do you. No, but nah, we're going to have to do you. Do you know why? Because you knew. All right, I'll tell you what. If you tell us who these hitmen were, you tried to kill all my whole firm, I won't kill you. But you know, if you ever speak of it again, listen, he was already dead. I knew it. Everyone knew it. We all knew it, right? A man needs hope. Once a man's got no hope, they're not asked. Yeah, he's got hope. Yeah, I'm saying we go back a long way, lad. I'd never do this to you, lad. You know, I don't even want to do this to you. Listen, I want to fucking just put a bar 5 in his face, mate. Do you know what I mean? So Levy's looking at me like that, and Levy just starts smiling, because fucking Levy knows what's coming next, mate. He knows what's coming next. So I'm like, all right, he was the ones who done it. He went, such and said, who paid them? He went, the brothers. I said, was it to you? He went, no. I said, all right. I said, have you got a number for him? He went, yeah. I said, all right. I said, phone him, lad. And he's like, what? I said, phone him. He said, what for? I said, phone him and tell him to come to this gaff. I said, then if these come to this gaff, we'll swap you for them. And he's like, all right. He said, I don't ask that, I'm not asked that, you know, I don't even know them. Listen, he fucking does know them the way they're talking to him, he does know them. All right, he's like, yeah, where can he go and get him? Yeah, come to this gaff, I've got some heavy dough for you and all that, because he mustn't have paid them, or someone was paying him and all that, whatever, I don't understand what's going on there, but it was dead, like, ambiguous, you know what I mean? They were like, you know, so something's going on. So they're like, we'll be about an hour and a half. So I'm like, oh, it's going to be a fucking long 90 minutes, this, mate, isn't it? So Levy's like, what's happening, lad? So Levy's just like lurking around, he's going through all the drawers in the kitchen and all that. And he comes in with this blade, and he goes, get on this. And he says, what's that? He said, lad, if they're at the same, keep your ears to the ground. I went, yeah, watch this then. Mate just grabs this kid's ear and just slices his ear off, right, and throws it on the floor. He's like, you should have kept your ears to the ground. Lad, he's going, fuck it, lad. He said, lad, you said you ain't going to kill him, but you're going to fucking do something to him. I'm like, lad, so he's fucking devo, mate, he's fucking screaming. And I'm like, look, are you screaming, lad? I said, I thought you were supposed to be a major player in the game. He's sitting there screaming. I said, do you need a piss? He's like, lad. I said, when's your bird home, lad? He's like, I said, when's your bird home, lad? He said, I said, phone your bird now and tell him not to come home. He's like, I said, phone your bird now and tell him not to come home. Tell that there's something going on, you can't come home till tomorrow. He's like, all right. I'm like, hurry up. So he phones his bird's like, hiya, babe, and all that. And I'm like, is it all? I said, it's what it is, but he's just had to kill me off him. So, I'm not asked, got no sympathy, couldn't give a fuck, I'm going to kill you, you're fucking gone, mate, you're gone, that's it. And so these two little pricks, when they get here too. So, He phones her, she's like, all right, I'll stay out, blah, 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 blah. So she's not going home till tomorrow. It's not alerted. There's two fucking dead bodies, both brothers in his house, and the formula, right? So we've got the tablets here, right? We've got the M5 outside, what's a ringer. We've put the formula in that as well with some tablets, yeah? With a big bag of fucking these poison tablets, you know what I mean? Sounds what's the worst that can happen? So these lads come, right? These lads come. So we put the door on the latch, right? And that's it. So the phone him like, we're outside. He's like, yeah, just come in. Levy's standing behind the door, so Tosh, right? Listen to this. As they've come in, they're all like laughing, laxy, whatever, right? Whatever, and he just mate, Levy's just grabbed one of them as soon as they've walked in. What's that, mate? Listen, imagine you've just done someone. You haven't been, you've been that stupid or that amateur. You didn't realise what are you on. Listen, I'm not being funny on like that. I'm not being like that. If you're going to do someone like that, mate, you want to see them done. And then when you're going to open the car door and put it in them again, aren't you? Just to make sure. It's a serious test of fucking life if they're not gone. And they're not gone. Yeah, you fucked it up, mate. And now what? Now you're getting fucking ragged into a gaff, mate, by the people you were supposed to have done. And you haven't. So we've got them like that. So he's like, can I go now? So I was like, shut up, you tit, just put about 4 and bomb, see you later. And these kids have just gone fucking white, mate, white. Levy's like, what's happening, lad? What's happening, lad? You tried to kill me before. Listen, you do not want Levy. You do not want Levy, right? Blacked out, right? Ballied up with a naughty, saying to you, did you try and kill me and all my mates before? The lads already know they're going, listen, it's fucking cares, which cares. So I'm like, Levy, you're up, just fuck them, lads. Levy's just like, sad. He's like, get on your knees, you. I said, what? He's going, what, lad? I'm like, lad, hurry up. The kids go, bum. See you later. And that's that. Said, Levy wiped the guns down and put the gun in his hands. He's like, go on, sad. So we've ended up just like staging it as best we could, you know what I mean? But we're going to melt the gaff anyway. So now we've got no naughties on us and all that. The whole plan's set and all that. Burn it, lad, burn it. Do you know what I mean? Burn it. And that's it. So just petty all over the gaff, yeah. Gaff gone, boom, see you later, left the car, gets off, yeah. You know what the next move is now? To take over everything. Do you know what? We want everything now. We want all this shit. We want everything. And we are coming in heavy. Fucking rats. Who do you think you're fucking with like that, yeah? You tried to kill our whole firm. Where are you now, mate? Where are you now? Let's see what happens. There might be comebacks, but it's not going to be to us because it's going to be serious. Like, every single person is just going to be on the fucking radar, aren't they? But what I'm hoping is Plod come, see the M5, see it's a ringer, yeah? See the fucking formula with the tablets in the glovey, see that he's brown bread, see that the fucking the other two are brown bread, yeah? Go through that kid's gaff for evidence, find the twins, the brothers, and then see the formula there as well, yeah? Something's going on, but what? How's that got anything to do with us? Yeah, so we need to get onto our busy, mate, and he needs to keep us in fucking, keep us updated with what's going on and whatever it's getting as it's coming in, innit? Yeah, and that's what we're going to do. Do you know what? We're coming heavy, and we are fucking coming in heavy. Now, as we're on the way back of that, I'm just thinking to myself, do you know what? The M5, it looks good and all that, but the VIN plates on it and that, it'll match up to when the car's being stolen. So if the car's only been stolen, like, do you know what I mean, the night before, they're going to know that M5 isn't the M5, but what they'll probably put 2 and 2 together and think, well, that's what cars they get. That's what cars to get the M5. Do you know what I mean? So there'll probably be loads of fucking M5s that have been robbed that have never been found, won't they? Do you know what I mean? Just shipped to Turkey or whatever the containers, which shit like that does go on. You know what I mean? It's not going to point to my M5, is it? And as for us being seen on AMPRs and all that, the way we went on AMPRs. Yeah, we went on AMPRs. We're not fucking stupid. Maybe we had it planned. Do you know what I mean? So I don't see how it's going to come back on us. But you never know. So let's just see what happens in the next one, right? And let's see what evidence this busy fucking brings to us in the next level of the case, you know what I mean? As long as we're off that whiteboard, right? As long as me and Levy are off that whiteboard, then it just is what it is, isn't it? But how can we still be on the whiteboard? The formula's found, they're brown bread. Do you know what I mean? Aiden was on the whiteboard. Think about it. Oh, he was the leader. Of course he was the fucking leader, mate. Of course he was.